Hello everyone, it's Cassidy and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is my November TBR video, the best video of every month. Last month I technically took the month off. I did participate in Spookopathon. I did all my roles, I filmed the whole video, never uploaded it. I don't know why. But we are back for November playing my game. So let's just forget that last month happened. I also got a new tripod and it's actually like tall enough for me, which is helpful because that like never happens. Every tripod I've had is like just slightly too short, so I love this, except it might be a little wobbly, so put up with me while I try and figure it out. So we're just starting anew for November. We're gonna start with 4 rolls, and then if I get doubles, we will add rolls on top of that. If you don't know, I roll a die to get my number this way, we'll roll one to get it down this way, and where they meet up, that is my prompt. And then I will switch out the prompt that I get each time. Let's just go into roll number 1. So we've got 6 across and 4 down for the first roll. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. LGBT plus rep. So this could be the author, the characters, anything. So let's do that. To replace this one, I only had 1 prompt left that I hadn't used. So I stuffed everything else back in here and just kept this one out to make it cleaner in my drawer. So I'm gonna replace it with audiobook, but normally I wouldn't know what I'm replacing it with because it'll be in here. I'm gonna go take a look at my bookshelf to see what I want to read for this prompt. So for this one, I'm gonna go with One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston. August, who just moved to New York City, who is pretty cynical about love, but then there's a gorgeous girl on the train, Jane. Dazzling, charming, mysterious, impossible Jane. Showing up in a leather jacket to save August's morning when she needs it most. August's subway crush becomes the best part of her day, but pretty soon she discovers there's one big problem. Jane doesn't just look like an old school punk rocker, she's literally displaced in time from the 1970s. And August is going to have to use everything she tried to leave in her own past to help Jane. Maybe it's time to start believing in some things after all. I've had this since it came out, I think, in 2021. And I still need to read it. And then I also found the audiobook. I can get it right now from my library. So I'll probably end up listening to it. But I am excited for this one. Hopefully I like it. I know people don't love it as much as Red, White, and Royal Blue, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to enjoy it. I really liked I Kissed Charlotte Wheeler as well. So a good hit for me as an author. So we're gonna put this one on for LGBT plus rep. Let's go into roll number 2. Okay, we've got a 1 across and 4 down. 1 across and 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got hyped book for this prompt, which is pretty wide, which is good. I have lots of options for this. Replace that prompt with highest rated. I actually think I'm gonna go with a book that's right here for this one, and that's Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I need to read this so I can finish this reading vlog that I've been doing for almost 2 months. No, probably over 2 months now, that I was trying to do fast. So I need to get to this. So this is about Jude, whose parents were murdered. She and her 2 sisters were stolen away to live in the treacherous high court of Fae. 10 years later, Jude wants nothing more than to belong there, but many of the Fae despise humans, especially Prince Carden, son of the High King. To win a place at the court, Jude must defy him and face the consequences. Everyone loves this series, so I want to get into it. I've been waiting. It's very hyped as just the individual book, but also just the series and the romance and everything. So I'm excited to finally get to it and finish this vlog. Let's go into roll number 3. All right, we've got 6 across again. And 5 down. I thought we were getting 6 and 6, but I guess not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even number of pages. So again, pretty wide variety of what I can read for this one. Replace that before I go take a look. Beautiful cover. I'm gonna go see what I want to read. I don't know what I'm in the mood for this month, so let's go. This one took me a little bit. I didn't really know what I wanted to read, so I didn't really know what to like gravitate towards, but I still want to do some mysteries and thrillers for the like fall winter time, so I decided to go with that. Then I looked through a couple to find one with an even amount of pages, and I landed on The Night She Disappeared by Lisa Jewell. This one's like $3.98. I didn't include any of the acknowledgements, even though half the time I read them because I just like, I don't know why. I just read them half the time. But I didn't count them in these. A couple went out for the first time since the birth of their infant son, went to a party at his estate, and never came back home. Everyone seems to think that it was too much to have a kid that young and they just ran off. But the girl's mom isn't quite convinced by that. 1 year after the case runs cold, a writer moves into a cottage on the edge of the woods that border the same estate. While on a walk, she stumbles upon a mysterious note that simply reads, "Dig here." Could this be a clue to the young couple's disappearance, and what exactly is buried in this haunted ground? I'm excited to finally get to this because I eye it all the time, so I just need to finally read it. Okay, let's go into rule number 4, which could be my last set of rules, depending on if we had a double. Okay. Got a 3 and a 1, so this is the last set of rules for November. I only wanted to do 4 rules so I could do some different reading vlogs during this month. I'm happy the game was nice to me and let me do that and not give me a bunch of doubles, because it has been mean recently. Okay, what did we get? 3 across, 1, 2, 3, and 1 down, which is the prompt fantasy, which is good. I was gonna put a big fantasy book on my last roll, so I'm glad I didn't, so I can just do this one. Replace that one with, I hate this prompt, reverse page count. Well, for my last pick for fantasy, I'm going to do Only a Monster by Vanessa Len. This is a YA fantasy romance, I think. We have our main character who is just finding out that her family are monsters, and the cute boy that she kind of has a crush on at work is part of a monster slaying family. So kind of completely opposite of the spectrum. He is set out to destroy her family. To save herself and everyone she loves, she will have to do what she fears most: embrace her own monstrousness, because in this story, she is not the hero. I can't remember what the Netflix show was called, First something, and it was vampires. And one was like a vampire killing family, or maybe just a monster killing family, and the other one was a vampire. I can't remember, I'll put it up on the screen, but it's very much that vibe. It was like a fun, campy show, and I think that was a big reason that I picked this one up. It's also pretty short, and I think it may start a series though, which not great, but I also have the audiobook for this now on hold from the library, so that will be an easy read for me this month. Okay, we kind of got a little bit of everything that I like to read this month. So again, Only a Monster for fantasy, One Last Stop for LGBT+, Cruel Prince for hyped book, and The Night She Disappeared for even number of pages. So yeah, I think this will be a pretty easy one to finish. If I don't finish this, I'm just gonna put it out there. Unless I have like crazy circumstances, which knock on wood, I hope I don't, but unless I have real reasons to not, if I don't finish this, I will take double punishment in December, because I at least have these 2 audiobooks. I didn't even check for this one, so I might have it for this one. It's 4 books in a whole month. I could do that because I could literally probably listen to each of these in a day at work, so I'm just gonna do it. So hopefully I finish this for next month. that is everything, I think. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and give it a big thumbs up. Both those mean the absolute world to me. Let me know down below in the comments what you'll be reading in November, and if you've read any of the books that I mentioned, let me know what you thought of them. I think that's all. I will see you in my next video. Bye!